EA Sport Tour proudly present opening round coverage of the Web.com Tour Championship. Frank, that golf ball sitting up like a red velvet cake in a bakery. It looks pretty, doesn't it?
Time to take a bite of it. Savor it. Hit the next one close.
Now the approach to the 12th, Frank. What's the player looking at?
Well, it's a fun shot here for the second shot, especially if you've driven it down the right side, because then you can see the flag no matter where it is on the green.
Playing this par 4, still not on the green after that second shot.
But still not done. A good third shot, maybe get away here with par.
Not enough on that one.
Yeah, just seemed to baby it.
Ball sitting down here with the rough. He's digging in. Perfect. And in the hole. What a shot. Let's go down now to hole number 13. Just a mediocre first round up to this point from our featured golfer. Frank, what are some keys to making something happen down the stretch?
Well, if this is the worst score that they shoot all week, I think that's one of the keys, because this is a position to vault forward from.
Good swing, good shot yet again. He's knocked it on the green, but not in a great position. This is a difficult chance coming up here. Long birdie try. Frank, I'm not saying he should pull out driver here, but this is a long putt.
Green's good line, good pace. Might have a chance.
That's a solid par. Still in it, Frank. Frank Tiger certainly had his adventures here at 14.
Well, we'll never forget that. Spun it left. In the end, was very, very lucky to get away with 6. Had it been 7, Garcia might have just caught him at the post. But he will, and we will, never forget 14.
Into the tall cabbage. That ball is swallowed up. Headed for the bunker? Oh, a bit unfortunate. Wasn't able to avoid the sand trap. Well, we've seen this before today. In the bunker. Lays the face open. He'll try to pop this one out. On the green, sure, but plenty of real estate between the ball and the hole.
Even par, currently.
Well, you just can't make up ground if you don't make putts. Drop shot here at the 14th hole. Oh, I thought he had that. Oh, man.
Just pushed it.
Boy, that hurts. Now he has this for double bogey. So, 2 over par for the round. Frank, the 15th hole certainly has the respect of the professionals.
But you're right. This is a positional hole where just keep the ball down the left center. You can't go too far, though, because you'll get blocked out or you'll run out of fairway. From there, it's really about knowing where the flag is, what position on this green, because this is another green that's not flat. If the second shot lands on the wrong portion of the green, it'll finish well away from the hole.
Good, clean contact and a nice result. And a chance for birdie coming up. 18 feet from the bottom of the cup. Well, Frank, it's our job to get excited.
You can't when you leave it short, though.
I'm sad.
He's making my job hard.
Moves into the top 20 after the par. Second round coverage coming your way tomorrow. For our entire crew, I'm Rich Lerner alongside Frank Nobilo. So long for now. EA Sports and the Web.com Tour proudly present second round coverage of the Web.com Tour Championship. Moving into the second round of the Web.com Tour Championship, the fourth and final stop of the Web.com Tour Finals. And Frank, you can feel the pressure building.
You certainly can, Rich, and I expect that we're going to see more of what we saw yesterday, which is some fearless golf. And these guys are playing for a PGA Tour card, and they're not backing down.
Frank, really good chance from this position to make a birdie.
Yeah, really the only thing he's looking at right now is the flag. This is a green light special.
Very respectable approach shot and a good spot. Just needs to keep it steady here over the putt. Well, there's an opportunity wasted.
Just knocking him for a par, and let's forget about this one. Golf is not about perfect, but it is going to hurt the cause.
Been a little too much of that, Frank, just sort of ho-hum pars. Now to the fifth. This long par 4 thought to be one of the most difficult holes on the front side here at the TPC Sawgrass.
If you've got plenty of length in the bag, you can almost take it directly over the bunker on the right. But if you're not as long, you have to air down that left side.
Second from an excellent lie.
There's a bunker over there.
I think he's headed for it. Into the thick stuff. That's a difficult lie. Just trying to make clean contact from the rough.
I mean, this skill, and that was sublime.
Just good hands, coming out of the rough, able to manage the distance, and now in great position. Good work right there. He'll settle for par. Hole number 6, 393-yard, par 4. What's in store for us here, Frank?
Another one really where you're just trying to poke it down there. When you stand on that back tee, there's an overhanging limb that you just get an eye of. So if you try and hit that ball a little too low,
Frank, now the second shot here at hole number 6.
Yeah, not overly long, but be very aware of these palm trees that are short. Many a shot's caught those trees coming into this green.
That's well played. Now a good look at birdie. Made par yesterday. This one for birdie. Oh, you hate to miss from that distance. Just a couple of feet. He's made it. Frank, the 7th hole here at the TPC Sawgrass, vintage Pete Dye, isn't it?
It is. Anything other than straight confuses the player off the tee. But there's 3 pot bunkers down the right side. Just inside that last little pot bunker on the left of that, it's actually a pretty good line.
Now the approach to the 7th. Frank, what do you need to be mindful of here?
It's rather narrow in the front of the screen, and then there's some mounds both right and left. Be very aware of those mounds. They can actually help you out.
That is tasty looking right there, Frank. Just a perfect spot in the fairway.
That is prime real estate. How do you get a line like that? Seriously, you could hit any club from there.
So he didn't hit the green in regulation, but he still has a reasonably good chance to save his par, about 10 feet away. And he has it.
A good putt redeems all.
TPC Sawgrass, the fabled stadium course designed by the legendary Pete Dye. Rich Lerner alongside Frank Nobilo. And here at the 8th, Frank, most players are happy walking out of here with a par 3.
And the reason why, it's a very narrow entry to this green. It's just littered with bunkers around, left, behind, to the side, and even short. Once you get further up the green, though, even though this is sort of an undulating green, it starts to widen up. So don't get trapped into just looking at the front of this hole.
So, Frank, out of the bunker and back into play.
Yeah, the late Bobby Jones used to say the hardest shot in golf's always the next one. By getting the ball back in play, he just made that a little easier.
Now that is a shot that will be replayed over and over. Frank, the ninth is really a good par 5, isn't it?
There's so many options here. Just play it away, sort of 3-wood it down there, then go to the right and sort of wedge it on the green. But it's very tempting, especially in the right wind conditions. And that's if they're coming over your shoulder for a right-hander from right to left. Then this par 5 is very reachable. Second shot.
Frank, this is a position where a player is absolutely licking his chops here. Good chance to make a birdie.
Yeah, this is when this game just looks like fun. Bunkers don't seem to be in play. The only thing you're really looking at right now is just the flag.
Frank, where is that there?
Yeah, thank God for small mercies.
And that does it for us here at TPC Sawgrass. Great day, Frank.
Yeah, a chance for the players to play one of the golf courses that has become so famous over the last 25 to 30 years.
For my partner Frank Nobilo and Aaron Flerner saying so long from the TPC Sawgrass and EA Sports. EA Sports and the Web.com Tour proudly present third round coverage of the Web.com Tour Championship. We are into the third round of the Web.com Tour Championship, the fourth and final stop of the Web.com Tour Finals. 50 PGA Tour, so toweled off, dried off, and ready to go.
Yeah, let's hope this swing he hasn't still got the floaties on.
Third shot now after the last one found the deep blue.
Yeah, you can still minimize the damage here. It's only one bad shot that you got punished for.
That one is bunker bound, it looks like. He in the bunker, still with a chance for an up and down. Frank set up this fourth shot from the fairway bunker.
Well, it's made difficult more by the score, Rich. Lip in front, choke down a little bit maybe. Just go with a little bit more loft to make sure you guarantee you carry that lip.
And setting up here in the rough. Not enough on that one.
Yeah, it just seemed to baby it.
Frank, this is where the mental game really comes into play. You've hit a second consecutive shot into the rough.
Yeah, this could compound very, very quickly. So now's a chance to just take a little breath, take a breather, and try to make sure this shot certainly gets out.
Well, double par here. Time to pick up and move on. Frank, this isn't a hole that sort of jumps out at you the way, say, 17 does.
Yeah, a lot of times people will just sort of gloss over it, but anytime you get a par 4 into 400 yards, it's a great opportunity. But once again, a positional hole. Take advantage of it. Oh, that was sweet. Straight down the middle.
Frank, approach shot here at 6. Good chance to make birdie?
There is. You can almost cut this green into thirds. There's that front third, the left third, and of course the back third.
Frank, as we know in golf, it isn't just about the clean strike. He certainly hit that well. Hit it too well. It's about club selection.
Yeah, well, Rich, I was just going to say that's the wrong club. I mean, that didn't sniff even just landing on the green. So there's a couple of other clubs in the bag he could have used. Anything other than that one.
Getting set now over the putt. So frustrating sometimes on the greens, isn't it? Drop shot here at the 6th. This from 7 feet. You can't leave it short, Frank.
Oh, and especially right in the middle.
So just a formality here. Frank, you know full well, this can be a humbling game.
And an embarrassing game.
Frank's 7th hole here at TPC Sawgrass. How do you break this one down?
Not overly long, 440 yards, but once again, it's a tee shot. If you're driving the ball well, that's fine. You just sort of blister it down there, but you're starting to lose one a little bit to the right. There's 3 pot bunkers there, and of course, if you're fearful of it going left, there's the canal all the way down the left side that'll get your attention.
He's making the game look very simple right now. See it, hit it, and he's got it right on track. Not a gimme, but well within his range. Frankie took plenty of time on this birdie putt. He looked at it from 3 different angles. He forgot one very important ingredient.
Yeah, pace. You can definitely fall in love with the line, even with approach shots as well, but obviously we see it more on putting.
And he makes it for par. Here we are at the 8th at Pete Dye's famed stadium course at the TPC Sawgrass. Rich Lerner alongside Frank Nobilo. Frank, this is a hole that I really like.
And players do too, Rich, especially off that back tee where it must be about 80 yards of shoot that you go through before the hole actually starts to open up. And this green, 11 bunkers in total.
Speed wasn't bad on that long putt, but the read wasn't very good. These putts keep the round together. He got robbed, Frank.
No, it's like kissing your mother-in-law.
This to avoid a huge number of this is for bogey. That is another bogey. It's getting messy, Frank.
Ouch.
Frank, what do you make of the final hole here on the front side, the 583-yard par 5 ninth?
Just depends on how much you want to risk here. If you hit a good drive down the right side, it's certainly gettable for 2. But you can make an absolute mess here at 9.
Playing his second shot here at the par 5. Frank, really good chance from this position to make a birdie.
Yeah, really the only thing he's looking at right now is the flag. This is a green light special.
That will be a great look at birdie. And getting ready for the putt. Just misses. Frank, you hate to miss it from that distance.
More than a setback there.
He's made it. Frank, I think this is one of the most fascinating holes on the golf course. The 583-yard par 5 ninth hole.
With technology now, a lot more players can reach this par 5 and 2. Gone are the days where it was a true 3-shotter, but I remember when Sergio Garcia hit that 3-wood from, what was it, 270, 280 yards? Still one of the best shots I've ever seen.
EA Sports and the Web.com Tour proudly present final round coverage of the Web.com Tour Championship. Good tee shot, good lie, and now a good chance to take advantage here on this hole. Now from a good position in the fairway, his second shot. Headed for the bunker? That one is in the bunker. Looking to splash this softly onto the green. Nice approach shot. He'll be happy with that.
Even par currently.
Well, you just can't make up ground if you don't make putts. Drop shot here at the 14th hole. Not going so well for him. He has this for bogey. So another bogey on the scorecard. And Frank, what happened this week?
I think it's a week to forget, Rich.
Just before we get to what they call the gauntlet, 16, 17, and 18, 15 requires all of your attention, doesn't it, Frank?
Personally, I think this is the prettiest hole on the golf course, Rich. I've actually often gone back there and taken pictures. Just a gentle dogleg to the right. You come out of the chute. Seems to be a generous fairway. You just get a little view of the bunker down the right side, but virtually there's no lip there, so that's not a concern. The green, all sorts of weird and wonderful waves on it, well protected by a big bunker on the left, and there's two little pop bunkers out on the right that, well, if you're first time around, you might notice.
All right, so green side bunker. What's he looking to do with this shot, Frank?
Well, really you have to look at the amount of green you got to play with. You don't have to try and fly the ball right by the flag. Allow it to run. Plus, if you can get it to run like a putt, you never know, it might just go in.
Can't make it, Frank, if you don't hit it.
Hubert Green once said, 99% of putts left short don't go in. I don't know what happened to the other 1%, but...
Time to regroup. That's a double bogey. Frank, I think one of the things that fans love about this gauntlet, 16, 17, and 18, each hole has that sort of hold-your-breath moment. Certainly 17, we know when that ball's in the air, you're holding your breath. Is it wet or dry? 16, same on that second shot. You're holding your breath wondering, where is it? Right in the water or left with a chance for 3?
That's why you don't want to get too sloppy on that tee shot. A lot of people look at 16 because there's a wide fairway and they think just get it down there. The extra 10 or 15 yards, there's a little ridge down that left side. If you catch that, the ball will kick good 20 yards further forward. 20 yards is 2 clubs. I'd much rather go into 17 with a 4-iron than a 2-iron.
Pretty long putt right here. You'd be happy to get it to within 2-3 feet. Looks like he just misread that. Been pretty good all day from this distance, just trying to take care of business.
Well, that was a tricky one, but it's in.
Frank, you think about heartache here at 17 through the years. What comes to mind?
Well, obviously, Sean O'Hare is the first memory. I remember Len Matisse messing the hole up. Sergio.
He went for the brief swim there, Frank. He's trying to stay dry now.
He is. Just trying to avoid water on the brain as well. This will take a good swing.
Third shot now, after the last one found the deep blue.
Well, you can still minimize the damage here. It's only one bad shot you've got punished for.
Not enough on that one.
Yeah, it just seemed to baby it.
And he's made the green. Shouldn't be a problem here, but not a formality either. It happens. You have a tough hole. Time to pick up and move on after the triple bogey. Now one of the more difficult holes in golf. The 18th here at Sawgrass, 462-yard par 4. In 2013, this hole averaged .39 strokes above par. What makes it so challenging, Frank?
Just that big body of water that's to the left of 18 here that's also shared to the right of 9. Not a single fairway bunker on this 18th hole. So really, lack of definition. It's so hard to find a target here. That's an absolute beauty.
He has this for par. Well, not in contention, but in for par. So that concludes the final round here at this spectacular setting. Frank, final thoughts on the tournament?
Rich, I thought this was really a fantastic venue that challenged the players, and we saw some exciting golf out there all across the board.
This is EA Sports, PGA Tour coverage coming your way. Today it's live opening round coverage of the Career Builder Challenge. Frank couldn't ask for anything more.
Just the lie there, too. It is sitting up like it's teed up.
Seems to like it. Looks like it's headed for the green. Early part of this second nine and a good approach shot. Now, pretty good chance for birdie. Locked in on the read and the speed. So early on the backside here at the 12th hole, missed opportunity. Not a gimme, but well within his range. Frank, let's hope he doesn't make double bogey now.
That's the saddest coming out in your Rich.
Just a tap in to finish the hole. Well, with that drop shot, moves to 1 over for the tournament. A lot of excitement. The action once again at the 13th. Has not been a banner day for our featured player, Frank, but it is only the first round.
You always got to try and get something out of your round, even if it's something to work on for tomorrow.
Birdie try up next. And it's a long way to the hole from here. Never easy. That's as bad as I have seen. Folks, that one is now on the fringe. Just 5 feet left. 2 over for the day. Well, Frank, kind of a make-or-break hole here at the 14th, par 4, 389 yards.
Yeah, for the Cavalier player, you can sort of go at this green in a more direct line. 290 yards will take all this bunker down the right out of play. Just leave you a flick in here. I'm going to say that's not a bad play, really. If you don't do that, then you just got to thread it down the left.
So missed the fairway, and now he's back where he needs to be.
Yeah, minimize the problems.
On the green, short, but plenty of real estate between the ball and the hole. Frank, I'm not saying he should pull out driver here, but this is a long putt.
Greens are fast, though. You never know. Good line, good pace. Might have a chance.
This to avoid a huge number. This is for bogey. So, with that, 3 over par now for the round. Par 4 15th measuring in at 468 yards. That appeared to be a good strike right there, Frank.
Oh, good. It's just towering. Look at that, hanging in the sky.
Well, he pays a price for that.
Yeah, when you don't see the top of the ball in the rough, you know it's not sitting pretty. You need a bit of force to extract one out of there.
Playing this par 4, still not on the green after that second shot.
But still not done. A good third shot. Maybe get away here with par.
And from the rough, he manages to not only make the green, but get within easy striking distance of the hole. Well, that was a good-looking putt, just not falling right now.
No, sadly, he's going to be disappointed.
So not his best work. He'll walk away with a bogey. Well, not an especially good start to the tournament, Frank, through one round. They might be in jeopardy of missing the cut.
And they have to remember right now it's just one round, and they are, as you were saying, in the outside looking right in at the moment. But you never know. I've seen golf tournaments won from further back than this.